Hi all. So here is the video which many of you are asking, as always, the answers for the homework. All right. So this was an easy lesson. I hope so. It was an easy lesson. If you have understood and if you have practiced well, definitely it's going to be easy. All right. So starting with the first question, and we are checking the answers for lesson 3. The first question itself is use a compass and straight edge. Straight edge is nothing but a ruler but without numbers. We usually don't have such, we sometimes use such, but we never have we always use rulers. So straight edge is a ruler like instrument but without numbers. That's all, that's the difference. Okay, so use a compass and straight edge to construct angle bisector DG. Now if you would have watched the video of the explanation, or you would have definitely understood how do you need to construct a bisector. I also told just draw any kinds of angles and practice to draw the bisectors. So there were 6 or 7 steps and I had written down all the steps in order what you need to do. So let's see again what we have to do here. Take your compass, just open it up a bit, place the compass needle right at the vertex, the needle. I know it'll take a bit of practice because it's the first time you're using, so be patient, give some time to yourself, to your hand to coordinate the compass. Now I'm using the compass from here because I need to use it like that. I cannot hold it from here. As you know, if I hold it from here, it will move. But you have to hold the compass from the tip of the compass. Don't you hold from the pencil. All right, so the first step was keep the needle on the point. Second is just expand it a bit, about 2 centimeters. The third one is you're going to draw an arc just to cut both hands of the angle, right? This was the second one, second or third step. Now the other step was keep it on one hand where the arc touches the point, touches the arc we drew. So then just again with the same measurement, draw another arc. Repeat the same from this side as well, right? So if I do that from here, that will become a very big angle. Okay, I can't help it because I cannot do this according to what I want. It's how it is. All right, so this is how it will look. Now all what you need to be doing is, I'll just try to erase. No, it doesn't erase. Okay, all what you need to do is take your ruler. Okay, what did I say? Keep it right at the vertex and the place where both the arcs which we drew meet. So there you go, and just you need to draw a line from the vertex through that point where both the arcs meet. You can extend it a bit, then move away your ruler. Okay, I don't need the ruler, so I'll delete the ruler now. Okay, so you're just gonna write it as D. So D is here. You're gonna name this point as G. So this is going to be your angle bisector. Oops. Okay, let me erase only this G because it's looking very thick. Can I erase this one? It doesn't go away. Okay, so name this point as G. And there you go, you have just constructed an angle bisector. What does that mean? That this part of the angle, that is angle EDG, is equal to angle GDF. We have already learned all these things. Let's move on to question number 2. Name 8 angles in the figure. Okay, they want 8 angles, so let's start with the one which is already there. Angle ABD. Let me start with the smaller ones. ABD. Similarly, write the inverse of that, DBA. Then go to the next angle, which is BCD. So triangle BCD. Immediately write the inverse, which is DCB. You're done with 4. So you can now choose any like regular angle like ACD. So angle ACD, write the reverse DCA, or we could even say ADC, and write the reverse, which is CDA. You must have got something like more than this. For example, BCD, even you can name it. Okay, we already named BCD. You can even say DCD, that also we wrote. So the other one is ADC, already we wrote. CAD, we did not write CAD, so you could even say CAD or DAC. So they asked for 8, we wrote 8. Fine. So find the measure of each angle and classify as acute, right, obtuse, or straight. Okay. I don't know how clear is this picture on the screen for you, but surely you must have done the homework. Okay, so angle YWZ. So angle YWZ. Now the rule was ask 2 questions for yourself. The 2 questions were: is anyone hand on 0? No, right? None of the hands are on 0. So what do you need to do? You need to subtract. So let's subtract. Now angle, do it down here. YWZ is equal to, remember if you're subtracting, we put them inside the absolute values. So you could take, we are talking about angle Y, the hand Y and hand Z. So you could take the down number or you can take the upper number. It's up to you. So I'm taking the down one. That's 110 minus, this is 20. So 110 minus 20 is going to give you 90 degrees. So what is 90 degrees? Which angle is 90 degrees? That is a right angle. Okay. Angle XWZ. XWZ. So as soon as you see, you can see that it's an obtuse angle. But ask the question, is anyone of the hand in 0? Again, not. So you have to subtract angle XWZ. X, W, and Z, put the absolute values. So where is one hand? One hand is on 140. If you're taking 40, you take the upper number on the other side too. And Z is again on 20. So 20, 140 minus 20 is going to give you 120 degrees. So which angle is 120 degrees? Obtuse angle. Okay, so this is right, this is obtuse. Now angle YWX. YWX. Now this is a small angle. So as soon as you see, you know that's an acute angle. But ask the question, is any one of the hands on 0? No, both the hands are not on 0. 0 is here in these 2 sides. So let's find out angle YWX. Put them inside the absolute values. Why do we put them inside absolute values? Because sometimes you'll get an answer as negative. Like for example, if you subtract 20 from 140, you will get minus 120. But that doesn't matter if it's inside the absolute value, because once you write the answer, it will be a positive number. So here it's 140 minus 110, which is going to give you 30 degrees. So that means that is an acute angle. Okay, they made it a bit difficult for us because they did not place anything on 0. All right, let's move to the next question. T is in the interior of angle PQR. As I have always said, draw the angle. Only then it will be clear as to what they're asking. So draw angle PQR. P, Q, and R. It's not a difficult thing to draw an angle. Angle PQ, okay, so they said T is the interior. I forgot to draw that. T is the interior. Okay, so measure of angle PQT, you have to find what is PQT. If PQR, that's the bigger angle, PQR is 25 and RQT is 11. This is 11 degrees. Now the whole angle is 25 degrees and small angle is 11. So how do you find the other small angle? It's easy, right? You could, but you have to write the statement first saying angle P Q T plus angle T Q R is equal to angle P Q Okay, you have to write this statement. So what is angle PQT? We don't know. So we are going to find what is angle PQT. Then what is angle TQR? They give TQR as 11 degrees and angle PQR as 25 degrees. So angle PQT is going to be equal to 25 degrees minus 11 degrees. That will leave you with 14 degrees. So angle PQT is going to be 14 degrees. Simply, the bigger angle is 25, one of the small angle is 11, the other one you have to find, you have to subtract. Okay, question number 7. It's the same picture, right? The same figure. So let me draw that PQR. This is PQR and the interior was T. If PQR, you have to find PQR. If angle PQR is 10x minus 7, so the whole angle, that is PQR, is 10x minus 7 degrees. RQT is 5x. This is 5x degrees. And PQT is 4x plus 6 degrees. Okay, so you know what to do first. You have to write the measurements, the statement saying angle PQT plus angle TQR is equal to angle PQR. So PQT, that is PQT, is 4x plus 6 degrees and TQR is 5x degrees, right? Which is equal to 10x minus 7 degrees. So first solve this side. 4x plus 5x will give you 9x plus 6 is equal to 10x minus 7. Now you must be pros by now to solve these questions. So 9x minus 10x is going to be equal to minus 7 minus 6. So this is negative x is going to be equal to negative 13, which means both sides cancel. It will cancel the negative because both of them have negative sides. So x is equal to 13. We have found the value of 13. Almost we are done with the question. Now which angle do you need to find? You need to find angle PQR. So angle PQR is how much? 10x minus 7. So what are you going to do next? Put the value of x in place of x, that's 13 minus 7. So that will give you 130 minus 7, which is going to be equal to 123 degrees. Yes, this is a wrong angle because this angle cannot be 123. But we just draw so that the picture will be clear to us. That's all. Unless we solve, we don't know what are the angles, like how much is the measure. This is just a figure to make our understanding clear. That's all. Okay, moving to question number 8. Now it's the same picture again. I'm not going to draw the picture. Okay, is it the same? PQR. Ah, okay. I have to draw the picture. Fine. So this is an angle. Now they said bisect. Bisect means, so make sure that you draw it exactly in equal two parts. Try it as much as possible. Else we will have to use the compass and the ruler, which we don't want to waste time just on a rough figure, right? If they say use, then we have to use, but this is just a rough figure we are drawing for our understanding. So PQR and QT is bisecting, which means this is equal to this side. Both of them are equal. Whenever they use this word bisect, means you have to remember that both sides of the angle are equal. Okay, so angle PQR, so you have to find PQR if QT bisects PQR. Angle RQT, this angle is 10x minus 13 degrees. And PQT is 6x plus 1 degrees. So we are going to find PQR. So we could say that we can add both of them, right? We can say that. So we can make both of them equal because both of them are equal, but we need to find the value of x first. So to find the value of x, we could say 6x plus, write the statement first, I forgot that. We can say angle PQT is congruent to angle TQR. So PQT is 6x plus 1 degree, which is going to be equal to 10x minus 13 degrees. So 6x minus 10x is going to be equal to negative 13, negative 1. So this is going to be negative 4x equals negative 14. So x, we can cancel the two negatives because both of them have negatives. So x is going to be equal to 14 over 4. Now this looks something like we can simplify this. So to simplify, if not, you can simply divide 14 by 4 and also find out the answer. But if you simplify, that's going to be easier. So if I simplify, I'm going to get this as 7 over 2. Now still it is not in a proper form. We need to either convert this into a fraction or into a mixed number. So let me convert this into a fraction. If I convert this into a fraction, I'm going to get x is equal to 3.5 because you know you will divide 7 by 2. So 7 divided by 2 will give you 3 and 1 as the remainder. Okay, so x is equal to 3.5, or if you are doing in decimals, that's going to be x is equal to 3.5. All right, now that we have found the value of x, we have to find the value of PQR. But to find PQR, we need to know any one angle. Only then we can add both of them, right? So let's find out angle. Which angle am I going to find? Let me find angle PQT. Because if I find any one angle, the other angle is going to be the same. So angle PQT is going to be 6x plus 1, right? So which means 6 multiplied by 3.5 plus 1. Now to make it easier, if you take it as 3.5, it's going to be more easier rather than doing all this. But then as I have taken this now, I have to do it. So you know that you have to change this into a mixed improper fraction. So that will give you a 7 over 2 plus 1. So this is going to be 42 over 2 plus 1. So 42 over 2 is going to give you a 21 plus 1 is going to give you 22. So the value of angle PQT is 22. So I could say angle PQT is also equal to angle TQR, right? Because of the bisector. Bisect means they both are equal. So then I could say angle TQR is equal to 22 degrees as well. Now that I have 22 each, this angle is 22 and this angle is also 22. So I can find angle PQR. Now angle PQR is going to be equal to 22 plus 22, which is going to be equal to 44 degrees. Oof. Yes, it was a lengthy question because of these fractions here. Else it would have been easier. The method is the same. The main idea is the same, but then yes, this is math and they will give you different kinds of questions to solve. That's why I say keep practicing. Only then you will get to know the different kinds of questions and you will get used to it. All right, so this is how you have to solve the question for the answer for question number 8. Now this question number 9 and 10 is nothing related to your lesson, okay, but it's a fun kind of question. After this much of law work, yes, we can just have some fun here. You might think math and fun, no way, but it depends on how you take math. If you think math is easy and fun, it is easy and fun. Okay. Longitude is a measurement of position around the equator of Earth. Okay, now if you are learning in geography, I think you must have learned about. Okay, so longitude is measured in degrees, minutes, and seconds. Each degree contains 60 minutes and each minute contains 60 seconds. You have to read this question 2 times at least to understand it better. Minutes are indicated by the symbol. You can see this symbol. So this symbol is for minutes. And seconds are indicated by this symbol. Williamsburg is located at 76 degrees, 42 minutes, 25 seconds. I have no idea how to pronounce this. Ron. Okay, I have no idea. I've never lived in state. Never have I visited the United. So I think it's pronounced as Roanoke. Roanoke. Okay, I have no idea. Fine. Roanoke is located at 79 degrees, 57 minutes, 30 seconds. Find the difference in their longitudes in degrees, minutes, and seconds. Just that you have to find the difference. That's it. So put the bigger one first. So let's write it like that. 79 degrees, 57 seconds. As you you cannot subtract from a smaller one. So write the bigger one first. And 30 seconds. Minus that from 76 degrees, 42 minutes, and 25 seconds. What's that going to give you? This is going to give you 5. This is going to give you a 15. And this is going to give you 3. So the answer is going to be 3 degrees, 15 seconds, and 5 seconds. That's it. This is, you could say, they have just given you for getting information, because it's good to learn something new every time. So this is how you have to do, just that you have to find the difference. That's it. To convert minutes and seconds into decimal parts of a degree, divide the number of minutes by 60 and the number of seconds by 3600. Then add the numbers together. Write the location of Roanoke as a decimal to the nearest thousands of a degree. So they have given some instructions for us. See, divide the number of, to change into decimal parts of a degree, divide the number of minutes by 60 and number of seconds by 3600. Okay, then add the numbers together. So let's find out. That's for Roanoke they're saying. So for Roanoke it's 79 degrees, 57 seconds, 57 minutes, 30 seconds. So what did they say? Divide the number of minutes by 60, right? So let's divide 57 by 60. Okay, I'm using this space here because that space is not enough. So 57 divided by 60 is going to give me 0. There is nothing. So at the point, and this will give me a 9. 540 subtracted. This is going to give you a 30. Add another 0. So that will give you 0.95. So once you divide the number of minutes by 60, that's 0.95. Now we need to divide the number of seconds by 3600. In fact, you could say there's a practice for division. So 30, you are going to divide by 3600. Okay, you might ask what, but it is it. So we cannot divide, of course, 30 by this. So we put a 0, put the point, add 0. We can't still. Now this one, how much is the 3000? Can we divide 3000 by 3600? Of course not. So that's a 0 again. Then we have again another 0. So this will, I think, give you something like 8. 8 zeros are 0, 0, 8 6 are 48, 24, 28. So this is going to give you, it's, I know, it's kind of, this is going to be 1. Now just one more, I will only add one more 0 because after that it's going to be all like 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. So I'm going to stop it here. Now if you multiply and do it again and again, if you keep doing it, it's going to give you again and again the same answer. All right, so I stop it with 0.8. So finally, what do we have to do? What did they say? Then add the numbers together. So we are going to add this 79. So 79 plus 0.95. Now, this is very important. You know that there is no number in front, means it's going to be like this, 0.95. And then 0.0083, 0.0083. So you're going to add all of them together. So what's that going to give you? Now I have to put this, okay. There's going to be 3, 8, 5, 9, decimal point, 9, 7. So your answer is 79.9583. Now you could call this a revision of adding of decimals, subtracting of, dividing of numbers. You can call it like a revision. Maybe for that purpose they gave this question, maybe because it's nothing related to your lesson, but you got the information in a longitude, how is the measurement and all these things you have learned, and the symbols which they use. All right. So anyhow, question 8, 9, and 10 is not related, but it is good to do it something different. So comment below and let me know whether you checked the homework or not. It's all right to make mistakes. If you have made the mistake, do it again. Try until you get the correct answer. And this is a message for some, please show all the steps, because steps are very important in math, right? Keep your work neat and clean. Try to do like each step by showing everything but neatly, because if it's a mess, it is going to be difficult for you, not for me, because you're the one finally who's going to learn for the quizzes and the exams. So show all the steps, which is very important. So till we meet again next time, keep learning math and keep practicing.